beautiful. Look at this, man. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful. How can you not love that? How can you not think that's magical? I was thinking about the phrase that people use quite a lot. Excuse me, I've got a runny nose. Attention goes where energy flows, or energy goes where attention flows. And it's kind of made sense to me in the past, but I was thinking about it the last few days, and it's making more sense to me now, as in that I don't think it's exactly where you put your attention that matters, because I notice things, I notice the tactics that they use around me. I think it's more so how you deal with them, you know, how it is that it affects you. If you kind of notice it, that's okay. Like, it doesn't really have any effect on them if you're just noticing it. I think it's if you get overly wound up about it. I watch people's videos and I can hear it in their voice, the stress that it causes them, you know, and they're explaining what's happening to them. I do, you know, I've made plenty of videos about what's happened to me. I've showed some of the tactics that they use, and you know, but I think it's how you deal with it. And like I said, I watch people's videos and they're really they're getting stressed. You can hear it in their voices. They're really angry and upset, and rightly so. You know, it's upsetting and it's angering what these people feel that they have a right to do to us. But you know, you're giving them ammunition there. If you have ever been around narcissists, and I was fortunate enough to grow up with two of them in my life, so I know for a fact that they get a great deal of enjoyment out of other people's pain. If they can push you to the point of big emotions, you know, to get you really upset or to get you really angry or frustrated, and because it really gives them enjoyment, that's the best thing that you can do, you know. I know growing up, if one of my narcissists pushed me to the point of anger, it gave them great enjoyment. I could see it in their face. It's like euphoria for them, you know. They get their dopamine hit by my anger, being able to push me to a point. And it's been the same in relationships subsequently. Every romantic relationship I've had has been with a narcissist, because it's learned behaviour, you know. You stick with what you know and what it is that you've grown up with. You know, the last relationship I was in, the last romantic relationship I was in, I finally discovered this, and it wasn't even though I was searching for what was wrong with him, you know, what he was doing, what was the problem with it. I began, as we all do, you know, because you internalise everything, you take everything on as your fault. You're the problem. It's a you problem. You know, we're programmed to be people pleasers. So I was searching for, I'm just going to pause this because people walking past, and I hate talking when there's people walking past. I always feel like a dick, you know. I always feel like a spazzy, like, what's she doing talking to herself? Or him. So I think I've cut my hair a bit extremely. I look like a boy. I don't mind. It's alright, it's all good. Yeah, I was internalising everything. I was searching for what is wrong with me, because everything I've been through in life, I've always thought that I was the problem, you know. And that's the way that I was trained to think, and it was only when I was kind of Google searching that I came across narcissism. I'd never heard that term before. I know it's the buzzword of the day, you know, but for me, I'd never heard of it. And once I started reading up on it, everything made sense, you know. And the person that I was with at the time, his attitudes totally started changing around the time I was researching. I mean, that may be because I changed a little in what I was reading up on, and realising that actually I wasn't the problem. I do have my faults, you know. I'm not perfect in any way, but I'm certainly not an evil, sociopathic, narcissistic, psychopath piece of shit like him. I hope he's watching this. He will be, because he's fucking obsessed with me, him and his little goons. But his attitude changed. I mean, not only because my reaction to him started getting different because I was learning, but also because he knew what I was researching, because he was hacking my phone. He had access to everything I was searching for. He was reading my incoming, outgoing emails, you know. He was checking my car, checking my phone, going into my house when I was at work, etc, you know. So he was keeping an eye on it. He was a gang stalker, he was a honeypot, you know. I mean, if I'd known that they were going to send me a honeypot, I'd have held out for a fucking better looking one, I guarantee you that. Not some fucking old, short, big-headed, fucking manky-toothed cunt, you know. I'd have waited for a better one, but my self-esteem was also very low at the point, so, you know. The sound of a child just scream. Can you hear that? I don't know if the video's picking it up. But yeah, I think I feel for people when I hear the stress in their voice. Really, it is your reaction that they want, you know. And you can film and you can point out all the stuff that they're doing, but if it's not really affecting you, if you're just kind of laughing it off, if you're just showing it as like a journal, you know, you're documenting it, then it doesn't have an effect on them, because they want your negative reaction. They need that. They need that to get their loose, you know. They need that. It gives them energy. It gives these people great satisfaction to hurt other people, you know. It's hard to understand that when you're not that type of person, but it's the truth. And I think we're really lucky in a way. It seems mad to say that. There's a boat over there. You see that? I'm not filming the kids screaming, but let's see if you can see the boat. Yeah, I think we're really lucky in a way that we kind of see the world as it is. You know, we're not in, the veil has been lifted, you know, and you have to think yourself, be grateful for that, because you could still be living in the delusion that other people around you are living in, you know. We all know this is a shite hole, this is a prison planet, but there's no pretending anymore, you know. It doesn't shock you, other people's behaviour isn't ever going to shock you, and you really do have to be grateful for that. You know, because there isn't many people out there, I think, that realise the extent of how bad this world is and how truly evil most of the people in it are, you know. And we're going to pause it again because there's people walking real slow right next to me. Kind of sped up, and then when I started talking they slowed down just to walk alongside, so I'm going to pause it. I say the veil's been lifted, it's more been, you know, ripped off with force, with great forces. It wasn't lifted. Lifted sounds too gentle, you know. It was absolutely, you know, it was bulldozed at us, wasn't it? But it's kind of good in a way, because, you know, nothing shocks you, and if you can find a little bit of enjoyment in what's left, then that's the main thing, because a lot of people are still living in the delusion that what they see is reality and the people around them are normal, quote unquote normal people, you know. They're always searching for something to find enjoyment in, whereas I find enjoyment in little things. You know, there was I was working one morning a few weeks ago, and there was the sky was gorgeous. It was like pink and orange. It was absolutely amazing, the sky. And I said to about half a dozen people I'm working with as we're walking to work, or walking to where we were to start work, I said, oh, look at the sky, wow, it's amazing. And every single one of them just dismissed it, like, you know, whatever, it's just sky, you know. And I thought, these people can't find enjoyment in anything, whereas that gives me like a wee buzz. It's like nice, like even this, walking on the beach, there's a few people here, but I don't know, I like it. I can find enjoyment in the smallest of things, and you've got to really, because there's no big thing, there's no big thing to get. We're not getting anything, you know. You live your whole life like searching for something, and what is it we're searching for? What is it that we're wanting? Because there's nothing to find, you know. It's there's nothing there. This isn't going to get any better. And once you realise that, it's just, I think once you realise that, it kind of takes away anything from you. You're not searching for anything. You're not really hoping for too much. So every little thing is kind of important to you, you know. I don't know. Does that make sense? Am I talking a lot of shite? I kind of know what I mean to say in my head, but saying it is another thing. Oh shit! I've come too far. Pardon me. That's okay. I can walk back. Yeah. Just find the enjoyment in little things, and might sit down for a wee second actually. Yeah, finding the enjoyment, the ability to find enjoyment in little things. I think we all lose that, and they've tried to kind of put us in a situation where there is no real enjoyment in life.